I'm streaming.
Don't move your feet anymore. You probably kicked the cable.
No,
or
my
something.
feet are cross-legged underneath me. I'm not. No, my feet weren't nowhere near the floor. Don't blame that shit on my
So
feet. No,
you're gonna
no.
claim innocence, are you?
I'm claiming
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but it appears like we are back.
It appears
Yes,
that I can see you again. Yes.
it says streaming on both of them, so we're back on Facebook and on YouTube. And I apologize for that. All of a sudden, the whole damn the system
Look,
went
we
south.
got one person watching.
That's
No,
me.
now
Come on, guys.
now we have 7.
We're
We have
back.
7.
Okay, I got one showing here.
Yeah,
We
Bart
had
Larson's
100
back.
of-
Jeanette Miller, Adina Michael.
John,
This chick's back.
We've been having a hell of a party here.
I evidently the conversation continued without me. Yes, for those people just joining us, John's whole system took south, and everything shut down. Evidently, the conversation in the blue room continued on the whole time. I had to restart my whole computer system and everything. So I apologize for that. And before we lose it again, I got a few thank yous I need to send out. One of them to Mary Humphreys, who came in with a $10 donation. Mary, thank you very much. James Tripp, who came in with a $5 donation and says, so now Trump is pissed that flags will fly at half-staff during his inauguration. Petty man. Oh, I have a prediction about that. I do. And Silly Bebo came in.
Pretty strong.
Silly Bebo came in with $5 and said, do we need to call Justice Roberts a wambulance? The 6 conservative Scottish oxygen thieves are ridiculous. Say that again. Not political, my ass. Yeah, I have a prediction about that, James, about the flag. I do. I think on January 20th, he will order the flags raised. I do. It's a petty little thing he'll do. Hey, nope, forgot one here. Shaking Me Bones came in with a very nice donation and said, everyone at Costco is buying loads of toilet paper. Here we go again. Everybody's going to stock up on toilet paper? No shit.
Priorities,
Damn. Things. I guess we learned a little bit about through the COVID.
You gotta have the wiper.
Yeah.
But the fact that COVID never gave you diarrhea, it never affected your bowels. But hey, there's a flu out there.
Wait till Donnie takes office. We're all gonna shit. So we're gonna. It's gonna be a high need for toilet paper because we're all gonna shit when he takes over.
Everyone will be shitty.
Well, it's a shitty situation, Dave.
I mean, the MAGA people need it. They're shitty at the moment because Trump's not going to deport everyone. He's only going to deport the ones he doesn't need.
He's going to deport the ones that haven't got no money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you ain't got a lawyer. Adios.
The ones that won't work on the veggie picking farms and the fruit picking farms for half wages.
Argument between Steve Bannon and the him being the MAGAs and then the new Musk people about which ones were going to get
conflict.
Which ones were going to get deported or let in? Yeah, there's a little conflict.
Well, Steve Miller wants them all gone completely. That if you're not born in America, full stop, you're out of here. But the bottom line is, he's saying employ Americans to do those jobs. Well, the Americans don't want to do those jobs, and besides that, the farmers don't want to pay the money the Americans want because they can't afford to.
There you go, Dave.
You gotta look at some history of a couple years ago remember when Trump let a whole lot of people go? I can't remember whether it was Tesla or which company it was of his. And then, he brought in 2,400 H-1Bs or whatever they're called.
Well, he always has said, and I got to say, he has said from day one, 2016, that he supports the H-1 visa things. But he also said, I'm a businessman, and these people are an advantage, and he declared why. Yet and he's still saying it today. He doesn't want to deport. He only wants to deport those that don't work on the farms. That's it. Even if you've been in America for 10 years and you've had children born there
are a lot of industries that rely on migrant work. A lot
it's
of
not
them.
just farms, but yeah.
Mainly in Texas too, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, not just in
Arizona?
Texas. You bet.
I think they're nuts myself.
Well, they wouldn't be working in New York, would they? They'd be working
yes, they will.
close to the border.
Yes, they would.
No. Construction, all sorts of stuff.
No,
Okay.
it's nationwide. It's nationwide.
So where do they live? Where do they live?
They live where everybody else lives. They rent houses. They rent apartments. They shop at the grocery
area
store.
That they work in.
Yeah.
They're just not permanent residents.
That's it.
That's just going to make a hell of a mess for everybody is what it's going to do.
Yes.
It's a bit like Trump's government. Everyone is going to be on temporary or a temporary whatever.
It's based on racist hate shit. That's what they've got it based on. Unless you've got a lot of money, they don't really give a shit if you're brown. Sad sob story or whatever. Look how long they want to back this up. We was talking about it the other day. If you're not born in this country, even back so far.
10 years.
Shit. 10 years?
They want to go back 10 years.
Let's go 20. Do I hear 30, 40, 50?
They want to examine all the documentation.
Let's go back 100 years.
So-called legal immigrants filled these forms in 10 years ago. They want to make sure that they filled everything in right and they didn't lie on those forms. Anything to get them out of the country.
They can start with Musk.
Yeah, there's a good place to start right there.
And Mrs. Trump.
Yeah.
You bet. Yeah.
Show me the papers.
And some of the kids.
But see, once again, as I've been saying for a long time on this show, you got the money of Musk, you can do anything. You can arrange everything. Anything can be done.
You can buy a country.
You have to write the check.
Yeah, but you know what, Aussie?
That's what it looks like.
He puts his pants on the same damn way as you, I, and John, and everybody else.
Yeah,
I know about
that. Trump was out there this morning answering the call. He was fed up with Musk being labelled as the leader. So he got out there this morning. He was saying, no, I don't need Elon Musk. The reason he's here is to my advantage. He's paying X amount, $2,000 a day.
If that was true, he wouldn't have to come out and say it.
Right.
Well, Musk could pay $10,000 a day. It wouldn't bother him. He could pay $100,000 a day. He wouldn't notice it. That's the thing. That is the thing. Just name a number, and he can make it happen. You won't be. Any man's got to. I don't care if I'm uncorruptible. $100 million will make you corrupt. $200 million. It doesn't matter. You just buy it, just keep raising the dollars, and you'll get what you want.
You'll get to a certain point that,
Yes.
It's sad, but it's true.
Like justice in the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that in the form of Clarence Thomas.
Yes.
Taking all the lavish.
Why don't Musk take about $1 billion and spread it out to the homeless so they can get on the top?
Oh, well,
Bill,
we can't solve homelessness with money. You can't solve homelessness with compassion. We tried that one time. It didn't work. We can't do it again. Yeah,
Musk could be a world hero. He could be a world hero.
They could, yes. Those and others in his position. We're talking about billionaires. There's
Musk is zero
something you owe society.
I'll give you an example, John. Give you an example. Every country, not every, that's a bit strong. 5 or 6 countries have what they call mercy ships, hospital ships. They travel around the world to Rwanda, Africa, and helping people that have got disfigurements and injuries that they have to live a hard life with.
Wonderful
they go out and give
organization.
Yes. You could buy another 10 of those ships and Musk could buy them and run them for the people, he wouldn't even know the cost. He wouldn't feel it. And yet the humanity he would be serving for the world, he would get respect. But yet he chooses to be hated and disrespected.
Go figure, Dave.
I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
I don't either. That nobody grudges anybody money or happiness and a certain stature in life. Nobody begrudges anybody that. Happy on you if that's your position. But when we're talking about billions of dollars in billions, then there's a limit to, just what does money even mean at that point to you personally?
$350 billion this man is worth, and he still has 300 plus contracts with America.
Yeah.
The guys on
it's not to him. It's not about money anymore. It's not about money.
That's exactly right.
It's about
it's something
power
else.
it brings.
It's something else.
Yes, he wants to be on the world stage. He wants to come bring in the kitchen sink to whatever it is, or our government. The office of what is it? The Department of Government Efficiency. Yeah. Well, we've had that before. We've tried that before.
And why does Doge sound so close to douche?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
When I first saw it, that's the first thing that came to my mind wasn't Department of Government Efficiency. It was the coin. It was Dogecoin. The crypto.
That's by design, John.
Yeah.
And
sounds like it.
What's got me confused, John? What's got me confused about the American people and the way that they seem to be reading this is that there's been four.
I don't think
attacks.
so, Shaken.
There's been 4 attacks against the right wing, meaning the 2 assassination attempts and the last 2 in these last couple of days, the Cybertruck and the other one. That was all. They're all Trumpers. They're Trumpers.
Yeah.
They are trying to assassinate their own bloke or make statements about their own hero. It's confusing. You'd expect them to be left, but they're right, and they are out there trying to either kill the guy or damage his property or be noticed. I just don't understand. It's crazy. I'm scared.
To tell you the truth, Dave,
what's going to happen.
I'm at a loss. Not for the incident in New Orleans. I'm not lost there. The guy was obviously sympathetic to the ISIS cause. Made damn sure everybody knew that. It's the one in Las Vegas that really bothers me, because I believe that was a statement. That was a statement, and
he didn't come out very clear about his statement because he supported Trump and Musk.
Yes.
But he had some other crap going on, and he wanted to do it somewhere where everybody would notice it. It would be a spectacle.
So he picks Musk's vehicle, and hits the Trump Hotel.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
But he also did it in a way that no one else got hurt. So there's that, or at least not severely hurt.
I don't know if that was intentional or just not forward thinking enough that the sides of that truck would deflect the blast upward.
I don't know.
There's a lot of we don't knows in that. Incident.
He did kill himself as he hit the button or whatever he hit.
Yeah. He shot himself before the explosion.
In the head, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay.
Which again, we're talking about an active duty soldier, 5-time Bronze Star winner. That's a lot of combat, baby. That is a lot of combat.
And that's a lot of stuff going on in your head, is what that is.
Yes, it is. Let me send out a couple of thank yous back to back. Kay Allen, our darling in D.C., came in with $20 and said, half-mast is highly appropriate for January 20th, 2024. Indeed. And she came back with another $20 just now and said these bombers have psychic brakes. Yeah, psychic brakes. Are you shitting me?
Well,
And let me get DC Trevin, who just came in with a $10 donation and said, keep on keeping on, Blue Dot family. We intend to do just that, DC. What were you saying, Dave? I'm sorry.
well, what I'm saying is that to me it looks like Americans are becoming peasants to the wealthy rulers. It reminds me of the days where you see the castle on the hill, and the rich people come walking down in their glamorous robes, and then you got the peasants running around with pots and pans.
Dave, it's life is going to go on just the way it has been. There's going to be no great disruption, I don't think, in our daily lives. You're going to see a pinch at the market. You're going to notice things in the news that is going to affect a lot of us. But our daily lives right now, is continuing on. I mean, I go to town, people are still at the store. Now what they're buying at the store, again, like Sandy said, they're buying toilet paper. So and there are people that are highly concerned about social unrest, about the supply chain, about some incident might happen, and where does it take us? All those questions, they're in every one of our heads right now.
Maybe some of the maggots are crying so damn bad they need their paper to wipe their tears.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a lot of tears shed up here.
Well, did you see the latest border figures have been released? But they released them now. They could have released them before the election, well before the election, because the numbers were there, was already calculated, that the border in December, November, and October, and the 6 months previous, in fact, we'll just say during the Biden government, the border crossings were down by 700,000. There was less people obtained with illegal product, and Biden deported over 700,000 in this year. So, and that was more deportations. That was more than deportations than Trump did in his term, saying that the border was more efficient under Biden. But there was never. That's what's so sad
is all the things that Joe Biden has done. It's like half this country ignored the shit out of it because they were too busy listening to a hate-filled,
piece of crap,
self-absorbed, narcissistic asshole.
That's what propaganda is, John.
Yes, that's what it is. They sell hate. It doesn't matter what the numbers say. Crime rates were down. The economy was going in the right direction. Everything was looking good. Not everything perfect.
My point is that companies with responsibilities to tell you guys the truth and give you the facts held back this information from the election, so people could not make a really clear decision. If these figures had been made public. Also, did you know that the Progressive News Network interviewed 25 MAGA people, and they did not know, I should clarify this, over half of them did not know that a border deal was put up by the Dems and the MAGA knocked it back. They did not know that. So they're ill-informed. So the information machine was perfect. It gave MAGA no information, and it gave the other people no information. You know what I'm saying? The only information that came out was negative about Biden, Hunter Biden. It was
distracted by a shiny object, Dave. We're well known for that. We're well known for that. All you have to do is hit some flash in the news, and all of a sudden, that's where it centers around.
Yes.
And that's what kind of just the
it
events.
Makes you angry, makes you mad.
Yeah, it makes you pissed off.
Frustrated.
Yeah, all that kind of shit. Hey, let me do some catching up here real quick, because Richard came in with a $2 donation and said they better be prepared for the pitchforks. Yeah, That's what we're all concerned about, the pitchforks and what that entails. And Junior PZ57 just came in with a $50 donation and said, Americans going cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. I got to say, it's a pretty good analogy. We have a tendency to go cuckoo for bullshit, for,
No crap.
yeah, it's we can't dodge responsibility for our own misgivings in our society. It's
Elon Musk came out last night, your time, and made the statement that the BBC should be defunded. The British should defund the BBC because the BBC is like MSNBC in respect of the way they're a bit more honest. And Musk doesn't like it because they're telling people that Elon Musk is a little bit evil. They're telling the truth, and now they're saying defund the BBC. My God, guys, they're going to defund CNN probably. They're going to defund the ABC. They're going to do a lot of bullying and threatening, and we may not see it, but it will happen behind the scenes in the boardroom or in their mates' club. They're going to be threatened and bullied to play the game. Otherwise, they're going to be kicked off the King of the Hill shit. It's going to be ugly, especially for CEOs.
But we're facing difficult times ahead in our political life, in our social lives. This is going to be a very trying time, especially the next 2 years between now and the midterms, and what that's going to look like. Hey, let me thank Kate Allen. That darling just came in with another $10. Said we had that would-be bomber in Virginia. Yes. Oh shit. Yeah, it gets scary. The guy in New Orleans, he planted 2
There's more
IEDs.
You don't know about, John.
Yeah,
there's more you probably don't know about.
Oh, I'm sure there is, Dave. That's what's disheartening.
Oh yeah.
We didn't know about these until they happened. We don't know a lot of shit until it happens. And we're not prepared for it. And you can't prepare everywhere all at once with, it's just impossible.
It's just impossible.
Yeah. So, it has more to do with the society we have. And let me see, D.C. Trevitt came in with a $5 donation and said 68 cents of each dollar spent with a local business stays in the community versus 40 to 42 cents of each dollar spent with a corporation chain, Amazon. Go local. And there, yes, my kids are always, Travis especially, buy local, eat local restaurants, no big chains, stuff like that. Although we do frequent Denny's a lot because it's open. Anyway.
Some of these local stores, though, you can't get just what you want. That's the problem, too.
Well, it's harder for local businesses to compete on the market today.
True.
Yeah, because not only price-wise, location, there's chain restaurants on every damn corner in every part of our country. It's the mom and pop restaurant down there, or the mom and pop store. I'm seeing it happening right here where Tyler works. He works at a convenience store that was the only thing around for a good 8 miles at least in one direction, and the rest of the direction is like 10 or 15 miles to the next store. So that store was doing pretty good business until Dollar General was built across the street.
Of course.
Yeah. And now, the store that Tyler works for, it's all it can do to keep the damn doors open. Relies mainly on beer purchases, I think.
I reckon that... Go on,
You
Bill.
see those Dollar Generals in the damnedest of places.
Oh, the
too.
Dollar General, Dollar
Really,
Store, they're everywhere.
Oh,
They're cheap to open.
They're
They're
cheap to open. They have cheap products. And my kids always, but Travis especially, he watches that dollar. Will tell you in a heartbeat that what you spend at Dollar General, because it's convenient, the size, portion size, all sorts of things he knows about. You're just getting cheated. If you can go to a bigger store, Walmart, and get something that's cheaper with
Yeah, it
more
might be
product
less
in
out
it.
of your pocket in the minute, but you're going to be
Yeah.
back a week later getting that item again because you already ran out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
but there's
Oh yeah.
I,
No,
um,
Dollar General has a great business plan for them.
there's some of that stuff that you need, particular stuff, they don't have it.
Oh,
Honestly.
we
Yeah,
do on our trips. Tyler and I preferred to stop at small restaurants. Just pick one.
Yes,
You know.
the
And
mom and pops are good.
yeah, yeah. I ran into one that I walked out thinking, well, that wasn't too good, but every other one was great. So it's above odds. It's it is. You get I don't know,
You
better
get a
food and
rare
better
one once
service.
in a while.
I think they're more appreciative of your business nowadays than they are in a
Well,
big
you
I
wanna-
want to, John.
chain
I
store.
want to touch on the Mark Zuckerberg situation. He has just employed a guy by the name of Joel Kaplan. Now, it came out that Trump, Zuckerberg, Musk, and a whole pile of podcasters
shit.
on the right had a meeting. And apparently they've claimed that Facebook has been censoring and suppressing too much conservative material and have been
Oh, really?
favouring Dems. Yes. And now what he's done, Zuckerberg has sacked the guy that was sitting there doing censorship, and he's hired this guy, Joel Copeland, who's an extreme, apparently super extreme right winger. And he's now going to organise censorship within Facebook. So be prepared for Facebook to become a MAGA book. That's what's going to happen. Zuckerberg's been read the Riot Act,
Wonderful.
I think, by Trump at this meeting and by Musk. You pull the fucking weight or we'll get you shut down or something.
That's why we got
But
Blue
now
Sky. Yeah, we got Blue Sky now. See, everybody shifted
well,
over to Blue Sky.
that's also been threatened. That's also
Oh, really?
been told
Well,
that
shit.
they're going to have to shape up or ship out.
No shit. Hey, talking about
Yep.
shaping up, shipping out,
I
and all
will
that shit.
find the article. I will find the article it refers to. I will post it. But Blue
Dave,
Sky
I don't
is under
doubt you. You
threat.
do your homework, buddy.
Yeah,
No,
I do
I
certainly
just-
do it. I'm a single man that's got a few animals, and most of my time is spent researching. Sadly, the stress
American
that we're going to go
politics.
through shortly,
Yeah.
and world politics. And
let
you
me,
know what? My
Oh.
interest in politics only started in 2016. Something
When-
got a glint in my eye. I thought, fuck, I'm going to look into this shit.
yeah.
That was
and
Trump.
there you go. What did you find? A pile of shit.
A lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
A very
Dave.
bad, evil man. An evil man.
Hey, let me get David Robinson in the room. Badass, how in the hell are you?
I'm doing well, John. How about yourself?
I'm hanging in there, brother. I'm hanging in there. It's good
Yeah,
to
how
hear your
come you-
voice.
How come you're not back in Chicago yet?
Yeah, well, because it's cold
Yeah.
up there. Because it's cold up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
we're
you go
supposed-
outside?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think about 23 out,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why, Dave.
and we're waiting for some lake effect snow, so it's gonna be a good night.
Boy, howdy shit. I knew you was cold up there. Hey, I'm going to get cold tonight. It's going to get down in the 30s tonight.
Yeah, there
It
you
just
go.
today was my last good day. So, oh shit.
oh, you'll have more, John.
Oh yeah, no winter down here. That's what I like about South Texas. If you don't like the weather down here, just wait a little bit. It'll change. It ebbs and
with
flows.
Wisconsin.
Cold fronts come down, and then they'll fade away, and then we'll get another one. It'll come down. Normally in January and February are usually the coldest months down here.
They don't hang out long.
No, they don't hang out long. They come visit and go away. Whereas in Chicago, He comes and stays, Dave.
Yeah, we're in the 20s for the foreseeable future on the weather.
Yeah.
I'm at 23 here.
So when you quit doing that shit, I'm going to come back to Chicago.
Yeah. Well,
I am. I'm looking forward to it, my friend.
The nice thing is being retired, you don't have to go out in it.
There you go. You don't have to go out in that shit.
You
You just look at it through the window, go, huh? Look at that.
Yeah. I spoke to my...
but some days you do.
Well, to be fair, you live in an area where it's not hard to get the essentials right there where you live.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the fact of where you live, and yeah, we walked it down. It's nice.
John,
It's a nice little area.
Is that Catman 56 down there? Is that good old Catman?
Yes, that's him. That's Keith.
He's been with us. He's been with us for a long time.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a Marine. You can't get rid of a Marine. Shit, no.
What do Marines
They stay
say,
in the fight,
John?
baby. Huh?
Semper Fi?
Semper Fi. Always faithful. Always faithful.
How you going, Catman?
He's doing.
You should put your hand up, mate. You've always had something to say. What's going on?
Oh, you gonna try to bully people up here now?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm going to do a Trump on them down there.
Oh no.
I'm going to do a Trump on them.
The table is always open to anybody who wants to come in here and join the conversation.
Of course it is.
It is.
If they pay the right money, they can get in.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. You just got to pay to. Anyway, Waltham's 22 came in with a $2 donation. Waltham's, thank you very much. Boy, that reach over there, it gets kind of getting hard to do. And Kay Allen, that darling DC, came back with another $10. Said hoping for sleet and ice storm on January 20th.
Why?
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. That would be appropriate.
Wouldn't it be great? Dark thunder and lightning.
Yes.
Thunder, lightning, and everything is all frightening.
Yeah, it would work for me. And let me thank Jake Sellers, who came in with $10, said, Dave, the rich bastards have been trying to control us nationalists since the Native American wars of the 17 and 1800s.
Of course.
There was an African nationalist people here in what is now the United States with the Native American before the white man. In other words, we're all fucking immigrants. Every freaking one of us is an immigrant to this nation. Yep. I swear, unless you're American Indian or then we're immigrants. That's how come I asked a minute ago when they said he wants to go back 10 years. If you weren't born here 10 years, we're going to deport you. Well, shit, why stop there? Go back 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, fucking 100 years.
You know why 10 years? You know why 10 years? Probably Melania came in here on the 11th year or the year before.
Yeah.
You know? Make sure she's not investigated. Yeah, they won't investigate their own. I see Don Jr. got on his podcast, and remember when he was at the thing with Elon Musk somewhere they were launching a rocket, and Don Jr. put his hand in his pocket, then put his finger on his teeth, rubbed his teeth.
That's a good idea.
And they said he was pulling cocaine, which he was doing. He was sticking his finger in a cocaine patch, then rubbing his teeth with it. Well, he got on his podcast the other day or this week and said, people suggest I take cocaine. I don't do that stuff. And he looked as clean can be. But I swear to God, I've seen so many on podcasts with the red eyes and slurring his words, and he wasn't drunk. He was talking 100 miles an hour. He was coked out of his head. But
let me pause for just a second because I want to call somebody out in the chat. I just seen him go by. Thomas Morgan is in the chat. I just wanted to say hello, Thomas. How in the hell are you? Hope you're doing fine. Thomas Morgan. Well, he did the picture. He did the infamous picture of me.
Oh yeah, the wild picture, the wild man.
Yeah, the wild man picture up there. There it is, right over there. That's Thomas Morgan work, right there. I've been proud of that ever since. Yeah, put it on T-shirts. Hell yes.
He did all the
hell of an artist. Hell of an artist.
That photo should be labeled the day that Donnie was declared the winner of the election.
Yeah, that's probably what I looked like that day.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he captured me very well. I do.
Well, hey, you guys want to hear something?
I
The
love
other
that.
day I was
Well,
reading
sure.
on paper or on what you call it, and guess who wants to run for president 28?
Don't tell us. Don't tell us. Male or female?
A male, idiot
A
male.
male.
An
Okay,
idiot
that's enough.
male.
Idiot
Well, that
male.
tells me it's got to be a Republican.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Donnie Jr.
Oh no, please, come on.
Yeah,
Nah,
no,
nah.
I'm not kidding you guys.
Well, you know,
You know,
if they
you're
play it
careful.
right, if they play it the way they
Yeah.
want to, it's a possibility because, you know, they're going to cut back on who can vote. You know, you have to be real particular about, you know, who can vote.
No, it would just be succession. There will be no elections anymore.
I
It'll
do
be
too, Ash.
a succession,
Maintain
like
the
the
dynasty.
royal family, just like the royal family. The king, when the king dies, the new king is Don Jr. When he dies, his son will be your president. That's what it'll
Thomas
get.
Morgan for president. I'm all behind that.
That's okay.
I'm
Jamie
all behind that,
Raskin.
Thomas.
Jamie Raskin for president. I'm behind that.
There, you know, it
He's
is going to
best.
be interesting to see who is going to step up. And now the sad fact of life nowadays is we'll find that out probably pretty soon, because hell, election season starts January 21st, I guess. That's the way it's been for a while. It feels like.
No, they'll
You know.
get over Easter first. They'll get Easter out the way first, then they'll
You're
start.
like, you think? Get the Easter Bunny
Yeah.
out of the way before they pop a surprise
Yeah.
on us on who's running.
So they got
Well,
full attention.
Now, by law, Donnie is not eligible. So,
Well, he says he is because he claims that
yeah,
he
because
lost
he
the
was
last
cheated out
week.
of.
He
Yeah,
didn't lose. Yeah.
he wants a do-over.
So,
Yeah, well, fuck him. He ain't
well, if he
getting it.
gets to the Supreme Court, he's going to get it. He's got a
Well.
Supreme Court there that'll give it to him.
I like to
And
think not, Dave, but all of a sudden I had to pause in my head and think. There, you know,
What amazes me is none of those Supreme Court judges, none of them are sort of like Jamie Raskin, constitutional scholars.
Hakeem Jeffries.
They are limited
choice.
on their knowledge of the Constitution. They have to read about it. Like people, Jamie Raskin can tell you off the top of his head any line of the Constitution. But yeah, you got a Supreme Court and an illegitimate Supreme Court that has no idea of the Constitution in respect of having a constitutional judge that is a professor of constitutional law. It should be Supreme Court that has information
I don't know.
banned over every area. Every judge should be a specialist maybe in certain areas. So they've got a collective of intelligence covering all areas. Rather than having 7 general or 11 average judges that have average knowledge of Constitution, health, and all that
way
shit.
they're appointed. They're appointed, you know.
Knowledge.
Politically. It's not political, but it's politically appointed.
Yes.
They should be appointed by the people.
Well, sure they should. They should be
I
elected by
just
the
wish,
people.
you know, it too late now. Too late now, I guess. I would have loved to see Joe Biden increase the court. It's been done in the past.
That would
It's
have
been
been
done in
great.
the past, and you increase the number on the court. And fill
Why
those
didn't he do it, John? Why didn't he do it? What do you think the reason is? I thought he didn't want. It didn't want to look like he was influencing.
He didn't.
the court.
You know, maybe it's because he didn't want to look like doing what we accuse Trump of doing.
Him exactly.
Himself is stacking the court, and it would damage
And that's
the court.
Trump's propaganda. It was so well organized. You couldn't fight the propaganda, because if you did, you look like you were doing the same as what the propagandist is doing. It's
I
so
got news
well
for you right
organized.
now. It looks like he's going to have another pick. He's going to get another shot at the Supreme Court.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
I'm moving up by Dave, so I'll be closer to Canada. We'll make the run.
Yeah, you better come over here, guys. We'll get the Well, Canada's actually said that they what state? Some states said that they will succeed to Canada. Who? I don't. They're joking, of course, but what's the state that borders Canada?
Well, let me see. There's Washington,
One state, lots of
Idaho,
states. Michigan.
Montana,
One of the states.
North
One of the
Dakota,
states come out and said we'll
Wisconsin.
succeed to Canada.
Oh,
I can't think which state it was, but
Yeah.
they said they'll. Yeah, right. Hey, we don't have to go to Canada. We'll succeed to Canada.
Metaphorically speaking, I'm sure they want to.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
but the borders
Canada
aren't
is
going to change.
making-
Just like we're not going to buy Greenland. We're not going to annex Canada as a state. We're not going to go down and claim control of the. Now that one, the
he's
Panama
still
Canal, that one, I'm concerned about his ideas there. You know,
It's dangerous.
it is
None of
dangerous.
them are
It's very
good.
fucking dangerous. You know, and
You're poking the bear.
yeah.
Well, he's still calling.
You're going back on a
He's
treaty.
still calling the Prime Minister of Canada. He's still calling him governor. He's still cracking
Well, that's
jokes about
Trump.
it.
That's Trump. He's just, he's a dick. He's gonna do
Oh,
dick shit all the time. He's trying to poke Trudeau in the side. Nudge him a little bit. I'm enjoying the fact that Trudeau's going to stand up to his ass, and it
Yeah.
looks like a whole lot of European countries are. They're not going to
Yeah.
play a game with him. The first time.
Well, see, think about it, John. They don't need him because they've got their own space program, the European space program, which is fully operational. In actual fact, it's so operational that the Americans were actually, before Musk got his rocket up, the
We have
Americans
less
were using their rockets
impact
to get to the space
on the
station.
economy in Europe nowadays. It's a global economy, and that works all over the place. It works here in the
certainly
United
is.
States. It works in France. It works in Italy. It works everywhere.
And what happens when Trump says, I want to put tariffs on everything that comes to America? Well, it just makes you
Business
an
will move.
individualist. It will move.
Yeah.
Look at Ask Musk. He's building factories in China.
Yeah.
Tell idiot to
You
fail.
go where you can make the most money. So, yeah, his whole tariff idea is well, we've discussed that till we're blue in the faces. It's like shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
It would create an increase in prices across the board for everything. Hell, you ought to go down to that border and down here and see the truck traffic coming in from Mexico. It's constant, 24 hours a day. 18-wheelers coming across that border. Products into the United States.
Yeah, but if you cause a major depression, guess what? You can go in and start a new system. Oh, gee, go crypto.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, that's what they want. They want the crypto to be king in currency so they can make a fortune out of what they bought years ago.
Indeed.
I mean, Elon Musk has been pushing that for years, crypto. I mean, he was king of crypto. But, I told you the story last week about Musk putting his name on a cryptocurrency, or changing his name, his hook name, on X to the name of the cryptocurrency, and it went up by 1,000% or something. He made $500 million overnight just because his name was on it.
What can I say, Dave?
Crazy.
Yes,
Lemmings.
it is crazy.
And that was just a test. Just testing.
Testing the waters to see which way it went. Hey, let me thank James Tripp, who came in with a $5 donation and said, would of Washington have fought the revolution if he could see the future in what we have become? Minnesota would succeed to Canada. You have to stop and wonder what our forefathers, would think of the situation.
Oh, they'd be rolling in their graves,
Oh,
mate.
I bet.
They would be rolling in their graves, yep.
I was going to say that too.
We've faced difficult times in this country before. Most obvious is Civil War. But we came through that. But it took a lot of bloodshed.
The problem is,
But
John,
we're not. This is not a dividing line issue. This is not a red state. I mean, deep South against the North, East against West. We're diverse in every community. You know, that's the scary part of it.
It's not about slavery. It's not about slavery.
No.
Full stop.
No, it's not about slavery. It's about
the
political.
thing is,
now,
whoever's in the White House when a civil war starts has the advantage, because the White House has control of the military, the equipment the military own, and that's the problem.
Yeah, kind of scary thought there, huh, Dave?
Yep.
With his thumb on the button.
I mean, Trump's out
speaking.
there. He's not just bullying the American people. Him and Musk are bullying the world.
It does concern me. I'm. Oh, how do you put this shit?
That prime minister.
I have
from
to have
Canada,
faith that the oath that I took holds fast in the ones that have taken it now.
You want to because you want to hope the army doesn't turn on you.
Well, you can't obey an unlawful order, and that's what he would be doing if he tries to deploy the military inside the United States. You know, and
look,
I'm relying.
John, you've got a man in control of legislation, and you've got a man with more money than you can take a stick at. The two controlling evils of the world: money and legislation.
But we have admirals, we have generals, we have commanders, we have captains, we have lieutenants, Lieutenant JGs, we have ensigns, we have E9s, E8s, E7s. That has to go all the way down the line. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That oath means something.
Well, you're hoping that all the generals and so forth and the admirals are loyal to the Constitution and not to Trump. That's the only hope you got.
Yeah. You have an oath to the Constitution. Not to a man. Not to a man. And that's what he wants. He wants that. That's what's so scary. I've said it from the time I started this shit. He wants the power of Putin, and he wants the adulation that Kim Jong-un gets. That's what he dreams about. He gets a hard on if he can. That's what he wants. I really think
he ain't going to get it.
No, he ain't going to get it. But doesn't mean he's not going to try. You know.
Yeah. No. He go up against a brick wall.
Yeah. Well.
Well, you can't say that because we all thought this election was done and dusted. You cannot make statements like that because you'll be surprised and or shocked.
You're right,
there's
Penny.
a very
Trump
strong
wants to
chance.
Get rid of the Constitution. That's what
yes,
this.
There's a very strong chance that he would do that.
This is going to be a constitutional challenge. I do believe that because he is going to try to do things that are unconstitutional. And it's going to rely on a House and a Senate to stand up to his ass. And that's the only hope I have right now is that, huh?
What did Lincoln say? A house will not stand.
A house divided cannot stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said the best thing you can do for American people is tell them the truth. Give them the truth.
I still think some of them senators
can be relied on to do the right thing. But the truth is elusive nowadays. And there's a lot of people believing the bullshit that Donnie spouts out.
Yep.
You know, because
it's
easy to sell hate. Yeah, alternative facts, whatever. It's bullshit.
Yep.
You know, and he does it every damn day. So it's not new. It's not news that Donnie, is spreading hate and discontent everywhere he goes. He wakes up every damn Twitter shit that he puts out. He's got to put a slap in there to somebody. It's who he is.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You know.
Yeah.
Because
he says stupid stuff. He says stuff that's unpresidential. It's like you would swear to God, this is a kid writing this shit. You know. Yet it's the president of the United States. But if you look,
isn't that a sad statement?
Yeah. You know, the man that represents the biggest country, the most powerful country in the world, talks like a fucking imbecile.
Yeah.
Or he talks like He's, you know what?
What
He
amazes me is the people
king.
clamoring to get around him like he is highly intelligent or.
Yeah.
No, he's a
Yep.
con man.
Yep.
He's a con man, and he's the con works. And as long as the con works, then yeah, you're gonna have people around trying to take advantage of it. That's what they're doing. The intelligent people. That's what Elon Musk is doing. You know, he's playing the money.
It'll go
Bearing in
up.
mind, there is other billionaires working with Musk that we are not being told about. It's not just Musk; he's the biggest one, but there's a handful of others that are pretty big, like Zuckerberg, Amazon, Bezos. I mean, it's not just
I'm
one
sure
billionaire.
each one of them is hoping to become an oligarch of some sort.
Yeah.
It's a society he wants. That's what he wants. An
And
oligarch
yet
society. Portions of our
treats his workers like shit. You know, he makes a lot of money off Amazon, and unlike Google, where the workers go to work and they got all
I don't know
home
what
stuff
it is,
at home.
what it's like working for Amazon, but
Well,
it's
apparently,
pretty damn amazing that you can order something on Amazon and have sometimes they're the same damn day, or if not the next day. It's like yeah.
I don't order nothing on Amazon no more.
Well, you can hurt Amazon, you can hurt Bezos, just don't use Amazon. That's the way to get. Only way to get to these guys, you know.
That's kind of hard to
don't
do.
Use
though.
Amazon.
Yeah,
I know.
Because
I know.
Yeah, and especially if you live out, somewhere
in the country.
Yeah.
The last order I put in, they did it wrong anyway. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
No, they're making a lot of money, is what they're doing.
Yeah,
I do.
Jeff
I worry. I do.
Bezos.
I sometimes worry about their workers because I see the Amazon truck man. He's humping it. He's humping it. He's dropping that package off, waving as he's going out the door. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, bye. They're in a hurry. And
Jeff Bezos in when Amazon is running peak, and this came from a reliable source. It was a news program I was watching, and it's just a general topic thing. But Amazon Bezos makes around $100,000 an hour.
Really?
Here's the part that gets me. Cam Research just put a comment in. Elon's first 2 Falcon 1 launches were purchased by DARPA Falcon project, which elevates the new U.S. launch vehicles suitable for use in hypersonic missile delivery for prompt global strike. Yeah, that kind of shit.
You know, America bailed out Elon Musk for the tune of $2 billion when he went down the tubes, when he was making his rockets. You guys paid for all that shit that got him there, and he's never paid you back, and he kept the patents. It's like, this is how stupid America is. I don't mean that offensively, but I mean that in bad business terms. World War II. In World War II, America invented most of this stuff. You guys invented blood.
We invented.
You guys in World War II. Give me the time to say this cleanly here. Is blood plasma transfusion invented by Americans in World War II. The jet engine and the ramjet was invented in World War II. The first computer was World War II. Radar, sonar, the Jeep, super glue, synthetic rubber, the atomic bomb.
We've come a long way, Dave.
The microwave,
We've come a long way.
The microwave oven, duct tape, ready for intermittent wipers, Jack Daniels, Monopoly, Lego, and which was not meant to be like a toy. It was used for industrial purposes. And the
smart marketing,
the Singer sewing machine. Now, let me tell you a fact right here. American people paid for the development of all this stuff because it was needed for the war. And when the war was over, the patent stayed with the CEOs of those companies. The American people would get nothing out of it. These guys would become billionaires and then fight to pay taxes when they got a free patent for make them billionaires. America,
this conversation could go in a
America
lot of different
could
ways.
own the rights to all that shit, but
Or we
they
don't.
gave it to people for nothing.
Yeah. And people took advantage of that, as they will.
Yes,
As
and
they
those
will.
same people are saying, "I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to give the American people give anything back, even though that you made us billionaires for nothing." You know,
Greed,
it's unbelievable.
Greed. It is. It is.
The greed,
And,
yes, the greed.
And that's how come I say if Trump had his way, it will turn into an oligarch society, and those with very high wealth will become even wealthier and control certain segments of our society. It's an easy plan. The only thing standing in the way is us.
Yeah,
But you create your own billionaires, you make people billionaires, and they turn on you. This is the sick part about it.
Well, that's worldwide, Dave. That's not just here in the United States. That's worldwide.
I don't know that they turned on us. I think they were always that way. They just didn't tell us. They made it seem like they were.
They didn't show any appreciation, or haven't shown any appreciation of the free wealth they were given. They have not repaid any favour in any way, shape, or form. The only one that has that I say no of, I'm sure there's a few out there, good ones out there that do philanthropy, with Bill Gates. Gates.
And there's others. I'm sure. I can't name them right now, but I'm sure there are. But they're not.
Well,
I don't think they're in the majority.
I think you've got a couple hundred billionaires.
People like Betsy DeVos. She owns like fucking. Last time I counted, 6 yachts. 6 yachts. And they're stationed all over the world.
Try 8.
Well, there you go. It's gone up since last time I checked.
Well, they're not all Betsy. They're the DeVos family, but yeah.
Well, what she does, she leases them out for, ready for this, around about $100,000 to $150,000 a week per lease for the boat. If you want a crew, that's double that figure.
Sad thing is, there's people that do that.
Yes, there is.
Will pay their money for that.
Well, there's a show on TV called Below Decks, which is all about these big 180-foot, 200-foot mega yachts that are leased out to people who pay big bucks to be treated like kings and queens.
Watching, I guess. Hey, let me call out a couple people here. James Tripp came in with a $5 donation and said, "Oh no! Oh, I got that one. I didn't do it." Blue Dot Greeter Mark came in with $5. Said Elon in crypto. Yeah.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, 'cause nobody asked you, bitch.
Yeah.
Elon, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Yeah, that scares me. The possibility of going to crypto, because you've heard too many damn stories of just how easily it is to transfer money with that shit.
Oh, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I'll give you one little fun fact. This just changed the mood here. Have a giggle. One little fun fact. If I bet you $50, John, that if I ask you to drink a teaspoon of beer over 13 pubs, so we've got 13 pubs, right, John? I would ask you to drink a teaspoon of beer at the first pub, and the next pub you would drink 2 teaspoons of beer. And the next pub, you would drink 4 teaspoons of beer.
I see where this is going,
The next pub, right? What do you reckon you'd be drinking on the 9th pub?
I think I'd probably be drunk by then, Dave.
Very much so. It's something like 1,000 pints of beer. Yeah. And you haven't got to the 13th pub yet. So you got 1,000.
You're not making that pub crawl.
2,000 pints of beer at the 10th, and 4,000 pints of beer at the 13th pub. Yeah, you're not making it, are you, mate?
No.
But it sounds really easy, doesn't it? A teaspoon of beer in the first pub, and you keep doubling it as you go along. Oh, fuck, that'd be easy. You know?
Yeah, would you work?
Well, that's how money works, John.
It doubled every day.
That's how national debt. That's how national debt works and money works. It builds up so quickly, you don't even notice it. you think as, oh, it's only going to be
Oh, that's how come
$1,000
our
a week.
budget is the way it is now.
Exactly.
You know,
Doubling up, cost, cheat, greed. And before you
again,
know
I
it,
reference our tax code. You think that big old thick that volume of paper was written for any of us? No, no. Our tax code is
to
written
collect.
for people with money.
Yes, to
and as
collect
well
from you,
because
John.
it's written by people who are hired to do exactly that. To word legislation or whatever in a particular way, to where it leaves a loophole for somebody. Yeah. You want to do something,
Yeah,
simplify the tax code.
It's a book on how to exploit the wealth out of the peasant worker, but not the wealthy. I mean, I remember back in the before Reagan got into power, the billionaires like the Musk were paying 75 cents on a dollar, maybe 80 cents. Maybe that's a little bit high, but they should have been paying at least 50%. But they're not even paying 10 cents now.
Shit,
It's a joke.
If they're wealthy enough, they're not paying shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
they figured that out.
They're not paying anything.
It's all written off.
You know.
See, Musk goes out and buys a new Ferrari. That is written. The taxpayer pays for that because he writes that off as items of need for the company. A company car. It's a tax write-off. So that $500,000 Ferrari is really his for nothing.
Yeah.
You pay for it because it's going to be written off and taxed somewhere. But you cannot go out and buy a Ferrari, John, and write off on tax. You can't. No.
First off, I
but the
don't
guy
have that
that's
much
got
money to
lots
buy
of
one.
money that can bury it all with a paperwork trail a mile long.
That's why they got tons of lawyers, Dave, so they can do that.
That's why they have accountants and lawyers. Yes. How much money do you need to be making to have lawyers on call?
Yeah.
How much money do you need to make?
You got to be making a lot of money
on call?
to have lawyers on retainer.
How much cheating? How much cheating must you be doing?
Well, he's got an army of freaking lawyers in the background. I bet. None that want to stand up and be counted. But yeah, he's probably got lots of attorneys that work for the Trump organization.
And the American people are paying for it. Because Trump, once again, all this shit is legal fees as a tax deduction. I don't know how he's working this, but he's got a good accountant, smoke and mirrors. It's tax deduction. It doesn't cost them really in the end.
That's why the book is so big.
Is he?
Sir Fatty.
To be fair, my tax money goes into turning young men into young ladies.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
That's if they go to school.
That's what Democrats always. We have that little loophole in the tax thing when you file your taxes. Republicans
get really. My Schedule C at the end of the year,
right? You check the box. You check the box down there. It all goes through.
Man.
Fatty, how you doing, brother?
This is all a big game of Monopoly. It's one big game of real life Monopoly, and we the people are freaking losing.
Yeah. We can't afford the houses on the properties.
You
don't even get a mention in a Monopoly game. Like you got the Monopoly, you got all the hotels, the railway stations,
the rent.
You can see, but you don't see the guys inside there working away for nothing. There's no moving part for them. It's only the rich people get to move the pieces and buy and sell.
You want to buy the Wikipedia? He now wants to buy Wikipedia and control basically all sources of information.
Who?
I mean, how ridiculous are we? I mean, we got to be, we're being active, we're being vocal. We got to inspire others to do the same because it's information that is going to win this game, and we got to be pushing the information in just different ways and in a more verbal, vocal, in your face way. Because man, I'm telling you, I ain't putting up with this shit. My grandkids are not going to grow up in a fucking fascist nation.
That's the thing, Fatty. It's all the grandkids of our grandkids, and those children are going to suffer for this schooling they're going to get. It's going to be a schooling of induction. They're not going to learn about history. They're not going to learn about how the country is formed, how democracy works, how the law works.
You
They're
know,
not
on my
gonna know any of that
Facebook
stuff.
page, I have
Well,
a
there's
quote
no-
on my Facebook page from Louis Lapham, and it says, "Dissent is what rescues a democracy from a slow death behind closed doors." And that's what we have to watch for.
But,
What's
you
going
know,
on behind
We
closed
see
doors
in the
in
closed
halls of
doors at
Congress?
Helsinki.
Well, we've seen it on the world stage. What Donnie thinks of what does on the world stage in Helsinki when he kissed
shit himself
kissed
live on
Putin's
stage.
ass right on the. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did I screw it up? I screwed it. No, I didn't. I fixed it.
So, Fatty, what have you noticed this last week that stood out to you in the world of stupidity in the Trump camp?
Well,
What
the
stood out?
flat earthers went down to Antarctica and observed in person the 24-hour sun.
Really?
Yeah. There's
Who
actually
did? You
a few of
did?
these flat earthers no, a few of these flat earthers went down last week. One of the gentlemen paid for like 8 of them to go down. As far as I know, he spent about, I don't know, well over $500,000 to fly these guys down there, who are kind of the head honcho guys of the debate, debate a spear, panel verse, debate me bro bullshit. And they observed the flat earth from the Antarctica, and they broadcasted it. And now all the other flat earthers are calling them fakes, because they were actually there, but they weren't there because it's all a psyop, all that bullshit. But
Yeah, it's all fake.
other than
Like the
that,
moon
man,
landing. Like the moon landing. It's all fake.
there's definitely more.
It's all done with mirrors.
I'm not seeing the flags. I'm not seeing the flags on the backs of the trucks. But then, it's wintertime and they're probably frozen, so who knows? But
I mentioned this on my show the other day because every time I go into town, as I explained earlier, 624 turns into Leopard, turns into Northwest. But anyway, there's a guy down there, been on the side of the road, closer to into town, got his little wagon out there, and he's got Trump flags galore, every Trump flag you ever saw. He's got his little
that's right. You bought
his
something
little
off
trailer there. He's got a cutout cardboard of Trump. He's got Trump hats. It's loaded. It's loaded. And nobody's there. Nobody's stopping. I haven't seen anybody stop. And the boys and I were talking about, he is stuck with all of that material.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, but John, think about this. He only needs 12 people a day. If he makes $10 per hat or per scarf or per flag,
he's got a lot of shit, Dave.
He's made 120
that
per day.
That trailer is full of shit. He's got every flag out there you could imagine. Got the Rambo flag out there. Got the gun flag out there. The cannon flag. All of them. Every one of them.
That shit sells better when you're a loser, doesn't it?
What's that, Miss Chick?
I said that shit sells better when he lost.
Right.
He won, so we don't have to wag.
He won. He's going to be president. He's going to be sworn in and all that shit. And that in the discussion that when me and my kids leave here, there is one guy on 666 right here that has 4 big Trump flags on his fence. Now this place is a really nice place. I admire the way this guy works on his place and keeps it nice and proper and everything. Really nice looking place. Got horses up front and all that shit. But he put those Trump flags about 3 days after the election. He didn't have shit up there until after the election, and all of a sudden he's got 4 Trump flags up there. And every time I pass by, I think to myself, well, no, motherfucker. You're late to the ball game. What are you coming out rooting for the winner after the ball game?
I've definitely
Put your money where your mouth is, shithead. You're going to do that shit. Why didn't you do it before the damn election?
Yeah, there's a lot of megas coming out too out of the woodwork now that they've got the win again too. That I didn't.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And that's why that guy down there is still trying to sell his shit. But I haven't seen any takers. I just haven't seen anybody pulling in there to buy anything.
Yeah, how long has he been there?
Of course, I'm not sitting there watching him all day either. So.
The one guy was living in a 5th-wheel RV behind the mini mall that he had his little slip in there, and he went out of business. Boy, like a little before Thanksgiving. Now I see the other guys closing his shop off too. And I mean,
makes me wonder about that Trump store, wherever that is.
No, right? There's a big pumping of the chest in the deal with the owning the libtards and whatever bullshit attitude sentiment that's going around. But I don't know. It's going to be a couple crazy months. I know that, gentlemen. And
it is, especially right off the bat because of him running his mouth so much that he's going to do so much on day one. So you can expect some shit to happen on day one.
And they got to bend over backwards just to keep their own freaking Speaker of the House.
Yeah, he didn't make it on the first round or second round. What, third round?
Oh
before
yeah,
they made a deal or something.
Got to call the big guy. Got to call in the big guy.
And now they want one big beautiful bill is the mantra now coming out of the House, is that Donald Trump wants one big beautiful bill that's going to cover everything.
Yeah.
Because that's the way his fucking mind thinks.
No pork on the side, please.
No, yeah. You watch the pork, baby. Yeah, if it's one bill that covers everything, you watch for the pork, because it's going to be in there. That's the sad part of our government. The way it works is half the votes they are taking, they're bought and paid for in some pork and some project somewhere. And let's make a deal.
I just think he's going to get stomped.
By who?
Oh,
By
thank
who?
you, Mark.
By the senators, a few of them anyway.
Those senators will be taken out the back room, and what's the price? The checkbook will come out, and it'll be written when the numbers made.
The sad part of that is that's a distinct possibility. I still have some, I don't know, deep hope that there are still those within the Senate, because the House is, it's got its heroes. But the House is a cat fight down there. It's the Senate that we have to have some kind of confidence in that there's,
These are some sensible ones.
Yeah, sensible people in charge. But that hope is fading, as it is with the Supreme Court.
It's a dream.
It is. I think this nation is facing an existential crisis coming up.
Well,
we're going to be tested.
Never won the
our government is going to be tested. Our laws are going to be tested.
Right.
Hell, the Constitution itself is going to be tested. It's going
to be relying on. It's all going to come down to sadly judges. Lisa? It's going to come down to judges. Everything's going to end up before the court. And who runs the court? The judges. Now, if it's not a political judge, great. But I find it hard to say there's a judge out there that's not either Democrat or Republican within their own minds. And that's the problem.
It's in the appointment of judges. We see that with Judge Cannon down in Florida, what that can do.
But the appeals court is pretty
Candy Hope is fading, but it's not gone yet, baby. It's not gone yet.
No
way, the work is still yet in front of us. We can't sit back here and go, gloom and doom, we're all fucked up. Well, no, the fight ain't on yet. We're trying to anticipate. We're trying to anticipate all the gloom and doom shit that's going to happen. The battle's going to be in the House. It's going to be in the House and in the Senate. It's going to be state by state laws.
I wonder if they're ever going to give him a security clearance again. You wonder.
Yeah. Him being president just puts all sorts of bullshit in my head about security. Yeah. I don't know. You might as well just hand everything over to Putin with him in there.
It'll be information for sale. For sale.
And we've seen it already. When he left the house last time, when he walked out of the White House last time with all the documents and all that shit.
I wonder if it'll happen this time.
Well, I don't trust him as far as I can spit. I don't trust Donald Trump as far as I can spit. I don't think he's got a patriotic bone in his body.
No,
I think he could give two shits about this country.
He couldn't give a shit if the country. He could not give a shit, John, if it was mute. He couldn't give a shit if a nuclear bomb was aimed towards the country. He's 78. He knows that his life's short, So what you got to lose? It's not as if he's going to save the world or America or his life for a long future. So if he can win, and if it means starting nuclear war, he does not care. He's not 16. He's not 30. He's not 40. He's
John?
78.
Yeah.
My life's short, and it's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I got a couple of people I got to call out here. I want to thank Silly Bebo, who came in with $5 donation and said, "We the people need to flip the monopoly board and take the fuck over and give the oligarchs swirlies in unwashed toilets." That sounds like a damn good idea. We do. It's how we do that counts. And Leanna Geyer came in with a $50 donation and said, "Trump hasn't even taken office yet, and the people are screwed. Trump has always had a fleet of lawyers and private investigators." Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Not ones that'll stand up on TV and defend his ass. No, those are getting thin. But the army of lawyers behind him that run his empire, or whatever you want to call it.
His little gauntlet.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. So ask any contractor that ever worked for him. They had to sue him to get their money. That's what the.
And they still didn't get all their money.
Yeah, and they still didn't get all their money. They had to settle for some shit.
Some actually went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Lost everything.
Trying to
get the money out of it.
Yeah.
Because that's the way he does business.
He just says, go to court, take it to court. These people can't afford court. They might afford one court.
The little guy doesn't. Yeah.
No, he has got the money to go bounce around different courts and buying off judges.
Fast fatigue is real, right? You gotta take some time out. Make sure every day you take a little time out for yourself, right? Like Steve and I just spent the day.
I've been trying to do that. If there's one thing I have been doing is been trying to take a little time out.
Well, come on up here. I'll teach you all how to snowboard. We'll have
yeah. There you go.
He needs to learn. Hang on. He needs to learn, Fatty, how to fish. Okay. Apparently, he's not a very good fisherman.
Evidently not, Dave. Evidently not. And thank you for pointing that out.
How many fish have you? How many
I have
fish
caught
have you
none,
caught
Dave. None.
Exactly.
None.
I rest my case, Your Honor. I rest my case.
All the spots I used to go fishing at are not there anymore, Dave. They're just not there. There's some house built there.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
There's just no fish to be had down here. As a matter of fact, I'm living proof to put that proclamation out there. There is no fish in the Gulf of fucking Mexico. Just not.
They took all the fish away, John. Did they? Because you were going fishing.
I don't know what it is, Dave.
John Bitterbo's coming down to fish. Get the fish out of here.
I have the back of that Forerunner now packed in there, neatly, might add, with my big surf rods, me and Tyler, and then our collapsible trout rods.
Nice.
An ice chest back there waiting, and all the tackle and everything back in the back of that truck. Anywhere I'm going now, I can stop and fish.
But no fish. Fish.
I just haven't.
Well,
Right now, I'm doing a lot of driving around. Is what I'm gonna be honest with everybody. John's not at home watching the fucking news to find out what's happening, so I can talk about it on the next show or rant about it. Right now, John's lost and just. I don't know where I am.
Turn the radio on, John. Turn the radio on.
I do, and it's got music on it, Dave. It's got music on it. It does. It does. I just, I'm still trying to work my way in life without my wife, without my political advisor, without my 48 fucking years of, and I'm still waiting for her to be there when I walk in the door, and that she's not. And so, I'm still dealing with all that. And so if I'm not...
We understand that, John. We understand that, mate. So you don't have to explain yourself, all right? Don't feel like you have to explain
I just feel
yourself.
like, we've got a hell of a family here. A hell of a Blue Dot family. And my ranch meant a whole lot to me. And the hard part is, I've said it, every day, every time I ever did a rant was predicated by a conversation with her,
That's how I found John.
Sharing a joint back and forth while I get ready, or just everything.
That's how I found you, John, was a rant.
Yeah. And I haven't been doing very good on those. So.
Well, what you need, John, is you need, and I know what you're missing. She was a great sounding board for you, wasn't she?
She was. She was my sounding board. She was everything. I joke when I say she's my political advisor. I'm not, we always thought it was funny that the first night that we ever spent together in a motel, I predicate this by saying it's not the only thing we did, but we watched the presidential debate between Carter and Reagan.
That's right.
Yeah. So politics with me and her went all the way back to when we first met in one form or another. Like I said, it's not the only thing we did. And it was later on in the evening. It was round 2 later on anyway.
Were you married? Were you married?
No. It was the very first time we ever. Anyway. It is.
Snuggled. Yeah, that's it. Snuggled.
Do you want to quickly? I know you're going. Oh, you've done it. Great. Catman, you've been asked to come up, Catman. Get up here quickly.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
Good.
All right. While we're taking that out, let me thank Chuckster255 who came in with a $5 donation, said, "Hi all. Sorry I missed most of this live stream. I hope you are all doing well." Chuckster, you've been with us for a long time, brother. You're not late.
Yep.
You're never late. Anytime you get here is the right time. Anyway.
Catman! Catman!
Hey, Keith.
No.
Yeah, that's you.
How are you doing, my friend?
For a long time. John, stay strong, my friend. You're losing a brother, your sister, your love, but you got support. Just hang on a little bit more, okay?
I cannot tell you how much this Blue Dot family has meant to me. So, I have a lot to be thankful for this family. A lot.
Well, likewise, John, we're very thankful that you're doing this still, and everything that I've gained out of this group is I can't even begin to express what an awesome grassroots system this is. This is a very unique, very special thing that's going on here, bro. And I say just for the first year, embrace the good times, remember the good times, right? Honor those good times. Right? Don't
the difference is, Fatty, this show is not based around money. That's the difference. A lot of other podcasts are based around money. They always ask you to subscribe, become a Patreon member constantly, and they're based on money and ads. John doesn't have ads, or if any, it's the occasional ads.
Donations. We appreciate every donation that is made. Because it's the only way John pays the bills nowadays. But it has never been a requirement that you donate anything, that you buy anything, that this costs anything at all. This is an open table. There's
no special rooms where if you want to get special treatment, you pay an extra $10 a month. There's none of that crap.
On that note, I'm terrible on the fact that I do owe a certain group of people something a little extra, and that is our Patreon family. And that was the intent, that I would be able to put out some content just for, or at least previewed by the Patreon members, because they do donate the names that you see going by. But I haven't done that. Because I have damn good plans on doing shit.
That would be free. That would be free of charge for the Patreon people.
Well, I owe them other so much because they do. They donate every month. And if it wasn't for that Patreon check, John would have a
Other companies ask Patreon to pay more to have special treatment, like the lounge room treatment rather than the kitchen table treatment.
Yeah,
John.
But
could it be that people are saying thank you for what you're doing, John?
That's right.
I look at it as I don't do anything but open a table. That's what I've done. I've opened my table up and invited
the table.
people to
It's a
sit.
table. It's a kitchen table. That's the difference. It's the atmosphere of the kitchen table.
Yeah.
It's not. There's rules, but it's certainly a family atmosphere. It's a family atmosphere over.
I always say we'll talk about anything. We'll talk about politics or your grandma's baritis or whatever. It's whatever subject comes up is what I see. But anyway, we digress. I best wrap this up. Catman, I can't thank you enough for coming in, brother. Take care of yourself. We go back a long time, brother. Just take care of yourself.
Hoorah, my
friend. Hoorah. Semper Fi, my friend.
Stay safe out there. Go
Indeed.
Navy.
Go Marines, baby. Go Marines.
Navy?
Take it off, Marine. All right, brother. I love you. Take care of yourself. All right. And Bill.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming in, brother. Thank you very much.
You bet. I hope I did a little something tonight.
Oh, yeah. You always bring a little something to the table, Bill. Everybody does. Everybody brings a little something.
I was going to try to talk you into coming up here and going ice fishing because we got
that ain't
ice
happening,
on the
Bill.
lake.
It's the first word. The fishing part is fine.
Ice? No.
It's ice. I got ice. Look, I got ice in my glass right over here. See?
This is out on the lake.
I want to get to that shit. It's going to get cold tonight, Bill. Don't worry. John's going to be freezing his butt off. Hey, but I get to wear my new coat tomorrow. Yeah, me and Tyler got our new coats.
12 right now.
Tomorrow it'll be cold enough to wear them.
12 or 13.
Anyway, Bill, take care of yourself. Come back.
You betcha, John. Thank you.
All right. You bet.
You take care of yourself now.
Oh, yeah. Will do. And Fatty.
All righty.
Always appreciate it when you step in, brother.
I always appreciate being able to have a conversation with y'all,
Well,
all these blue dots, hit that sub up, hit that bell, hit that thumb, go to the Patreon, join the Discord, all that fun stuff. Great family. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Travel safe. You guys want some good snow? Come on up here and see me.
Hey. See, there you had to just go up and
little plug.
I could. I could stand it for a day or two. I'd probably love to go out there and play in the snow and just
no thanks.
Then it's going to get cold.
No thanks.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So
Yep.
Travel safe, you guys.
That stuff. All right, Patty. Take care of yourself, brother, and I appreciate it.
You know it.
All right. And Dave.
That's me.
That's you. I'm glad I got to see you, Dave. All these
I'm glad
years.
I'm glad I got to see me too.
I am. It surprises we have to do that more often.
It put a smile in my day, and I thought about it all day and all night. It was a pleasant thought. We're going to do it more often, do it again, and
do that more often.
make it longer.
It's basically the same thing we do right here, except other people are on camera too, and not just me. So,
right.
But the room does get crowded sometimes. We've had quite a few people in that room. Yeah. And we have to be careful because everybody's got an open mic, so the conversation gets kind of hard to control every once in a while because you got multiple people talking at once.
It got that way yesterday, but I made out most of the conversation.
Yeah, that's the way you have to play it.
Until
somebody says time out and, wait a minute, I want to hear what Dave's saying, or something like that.
Yeah. But you don't want to be the one that says it, do you?
No.
No.
No, John's sitting there taking it all in. I let everybody else talk, baby. I do all my talking on here. We get in that room.
And I sit there waiting for someone to say something.
I love it. The margaritas flow, the wine flows, the conversation flows. Yeah. It's good. There's a lot of interaction if you look for it in our Discord here.
I did see some interaction. I've seen people taking a drag of their cigarette. I've seen people having a drink. It was like being at the kitchen table.
There you go. It's it works out real well.
Yeah.
So if you're on Facebook, on Messenger, that's the way we do it. We there's just a group of we have several different groups. Somebody makes a group, I get invited in. Hey, how you doing? And that's it. Next thing you know, you're in a whole room of people.
Yeah,
talking.
It works well. It worked well.
Anyway.
But I'll leave you on this.
You.
Oh, mate, as I said, it was great seeing me too.
Yeah.
I'll leave you with this thought. I mentioned this thought a while ago, but it's poignant to you, John, at this present point in time. 2 most important days of your life, mate. The day you're born and the day you find out why.
Yeah.
Remember that. Your wife's in a lucky place. She knows more about life than you will ever know at the moment. She found out why she was born. She's seen the answer of life. She's in a great place at the moment. So feel good about that, John.
Keep thinking that, Dave.
Feel good about that. It's real. You'll be there soon. We all will be.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's another thing that's on my mind. Shit, longevity. Fuck, I got a birthday coming up. Damn.
So to Mrs. Chick, good night, sweetheart.
Good
All of a
night.
sudden, they're not so great anymore.
Good
Anyway,
night,
Dave.
America.
Good night, buddy. We appreciate it. Good night, Australia. Love it, Dave.
Well,
Take care of
good
yourself.
afternoon, Australia.
Oh, that's right. Well, sun's still shining down there.
It is 12:44. 12:44 p.m.
Well, you better get your ass to work, Dave.
On Monday. My work at the moment is pruning trees and fixing a broken jetty. So I got to go do that.
All right. Dave, take care of yourself.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Night,
And Miss
man.
Chick.
Good, John.
Oh, Lordy. Pulled another one out, didn't we? Look at there, and look at what time it is. We're way over. Of course, we had an interruption. Yeah, we had an interruption. So
We did.
yeah,
We did.
we'll try not.
We
to
have a
do
lot
that.
of those lately.
Yes, we do.
It goes when you're having
John's
fun,
internet
guys.
sucks sometimes.
Yeah, my YouTube constantly freezes, and I don't think it has anything to do with anybody. It just freezes.
Technology. Ah, boy.
I know.
Anyway, got anybody you want to call out tonight before we head out?
I do.
Well,
I do.
who are they?
Well, we've got Linda Lee Sullivan from Texas.
Well, there you
We
go.
got Helmut Karsten from Georgia. And we have Elle Campbell from Missouri. Maddie Pellichet from Michigan. Timothy Smith from Kentucky. And Robert Marsing from Utah.
From Utah. Outstanding.
Utah.
I love it. I love it.
Yep,
I love
yep.
it. Hey, guess
But you
what?
can all like,
Yes,
share,
I
and
was fixing to say that.
subscribe.
You could do that too. You could.
Yeah.
And who knows?
We have
Miss
buttons you
Chick
can
might
push.
just call out your name
Might do that.
for sharing
Just
that
might.
shit.
Yep.
Anyway, darling, thank you so much for everything you do.
You're
You're the
welcome,
unsung
John.
hero of this whole shit, Miss Chick. I want y'all to know that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, as she
Whatever.
sighs. Whatever.
I'm just Mishy Chick.
Just Miss
I
Chick.
don't
Yeah, a
get
whole
to
lot
talk-
more than that. What's that?
John, I don't get to talk with you very much,
What happened?
and there's a reason. But I want to tell you,
I know,
thank
brother.
you
Thank you,
for
Keith.
what you are for veterans, for Americans, for your voice. You are appreciated. Okay? You understand me, brother? Do you understand me?
Fucking Marines. What are you going to do with these guys? I swear. I love you, brother. I hope you know that.
Thank you for sticking with us there, Catman.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah. Keith's been with us a long time, baby. All right. Well, look. Now you got all that mushy shit flowing there, Keith. God damn it.
God damn it.
Come right here at the end of the show. Say something like that, and there you go.
Oh, mushy,
I love you,
mushy.
brother. Just take care of yourself. That's what I want. I want you to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I want you around for a while, buddy. Anyway. A lot of stories y'all don't know.
No school like the old school, huh?
That's right, baby. That's right. Anyway,
What?
where was we? Oh, yeah, we were saying goodbye and all that shit. We got
When will we be back, John?
We'll be back on Tuesday.
good.
Yeah. Shit, Shinola, we'll be here. I'll be colder, too. So I'll be fit to enjoy all the
Even
shit
if the
y'all
sun
are
is
enjoying
shining?
right now.
It's got that new jacket.
It's gonna get.
Even
I
if
get
the
to wear my
sun
new
is
jacket.
shining?
That's right. Can't wait either. Just gonna feel like a badass. Yeah, I'll start to get breakfast in the morning wearing that thing. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this Blue Dot family. We will be back here Tuesday. Until then, try to face life the best way you can. The best way you can is by putting a smile on your face somehow, dig it out of your ass, and give that shit away to somebody else in whatever form that takes. Because it's each
Some
other.
days that's hard.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard, baby.
Bro,
yes. Bear! I just seen Bear. That's my old postman.
Oh, we just seen Bear.
Yeah, I like seeing Bear. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself. Until Tuesday. Much love, baby. Much love. Anyway, where's my button? Oh, it's right here.
Somewhere.
Y'all